Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the short but scathing opinion from the Arizona court in the criminal case against Rudy Giuliani, denying his efforts to try to get at grand jury information. We had known that he had filed this and it had seemed pretty meritless at the time. But man, he really comes across as just taking a wild shot in the dark, totally inappropriate, and the court upbraids him pretty well. So this is Giuliani, who in the criminal case in Arizona said, "I want to see the grand jury information because why? I want to see the how many Democrats or Republicans were part of the pool that was chosen and maybe look for other signs of prejudice." Now, that whole motion is out of line from the get-go. One assumes that grand jurors do their job if there happened to be a coterie of them that was 60% Republican or Democrat. That's not any kind of legal infirmity. But he obviously was going to try to gin up some argument. And it's just kind of testament to, who he is, where he is now, where MAGA is, just seeing everything in the legal system through the prism of, are they with us or are they against us? And that it dictates all, law and facts notwithstanding. Well, anyway, so he brings this motion and without any allegations that would support his claim, or that, grand jurors had somehow been ferreted out to get at Giuliani, and he was asked about it oral argument. He said, "No, I don't really have any underlying factual support." Now I'll read from the opinion. He seemed to assert that since there was no information about whether political party information of grand jurors was known, that lack of knowledge formed a basis to investigate whether it was possibly available. In other words, he argued he should be permitted to pursue the theory, in scare quotes, because it had not been demonstrated that the theory was baseless. So, the court said that's, just to state it is to explain that there was nothing persuasive. The court actually says, look, sometimes dispelling unsupported allegations, for public trust can really matter. We have to think about that as courts. But here, there was just nothing at all. Nevertheless, the court directed the state to confirm that grand jurors are not selected based on affiliation or any political views, etc., and rather it's just about upholding the law. So confirm this by getting an affidavit and the like. The state filed the affidavit and said, political party affiliation as to potential grand jurors was not even known or available to the grand jury commissioner. So this puts an end to Giuliani's efforts to try to basically whip up out of thin air some claim of prejudice against him. And it's just a real indication of what's become total flailing on his part and completely unsubstantiated claims. And there are many ways in which Giuliani is crazier than the rest. But this aspect of just thinking that what you need to know is the party affiliation of decision makers, and that will tell you that's a general MAGA, I'd say, and certainly Trump article of faith, and B, deeply corrosive of, to the extent it's sort of disseminated, of public confidence in the justice system, and one of the polluting factors of the Trump era. Anyway, Giuliani shut down cleanly here, and that's it for this possible theory in Arizona. We'll see what comes next, but he is just hurting all over the country, criminal and civil cases, including the defamation case, where he may finally have to face the music and pay a substantial part of his remaining assets to Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, the Georgia election workers that he defamed, and basically everywhere around the country. He's been disbarred, and he is defenseless, doesn't pay his lawyers, and is just looking at a incredible civil, criminal, administrative, legal minefield ahead, in which his defenses are scant or none. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.